Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So, we're going to start with grade 10 maths. So, we are going to start with the chapter 5 from book that is applying quadratics. We are going to follow we are going to start with chapter 5 that is applying quadratics. I'm following the book that is Nelson book. Got it? So, Nelson grade 10, that's the book I'm following, and we are going to start working on chapter 5 that is applying quadratics. Got it? Let's start with chapter 5, and the lesson 1 is stretching reflecting quadratic relations. Page 250 from the book. So it is stretching slash reflecting quadratics. You can find the topic on page 250 on the book. Page 250. Got it? Okay, let's start with the topic. Okay, here is chapter 5 that is applying quadratic models. So you can find the chapter in Nelson book on page 245. So let's start 5.1, that is stretching slash reflecting quadratic relation. So we're going to learn what is stretching and reflecting in the quadratic relations. Got it? Let's go through the definitions and then we'll start with practice questions. You can do examples by yourself. Okay. Vertical stretch, transformation that increases all the y coordinates of a relation by the same factor. That means the vertical stretch is increase in all y coordinates by the same factor. Got it? That is the vertical stretch. And what is vertical compression? A transformation that is decreases all y coordinates of a relation by the same factor. So stretch is increase in all y coordinates by the same factor, and compression means decrease in all y coordinates by the same factor. Got it? Okay, here is an example. Sketch the graph of equation y equals 3x square by transforming the graph of y equals x square. Got it? So basically the graph is y equals x square. You have to transform it to y equals 3x square to see the stretch in the graph. Let's just go through the example. Here is the points for y equals x square. X is negative 2, y is 4. X is negative 1, y is 1. X is 0, y is 0. X is 1, y is 1. X is 2, y is 4. These are the points for y equals x square. Here you can see the graph. This is the graph. All the points are plotted. And here is the graph for y equals x square. Got it? Okay, now the transformation is y equals 3x squared. Just multiply all the x values by 3. Got it? So here you have 4, then now it is 12. Here you have y is 1, now it is 3. 0, now you can see all the y values are multiplied by 3. Only y values are changed, the x values are exactly same. You can just compare both it here, just compare the tables. Negative 2, negative 2, 4 and 12. The y value is multiplied by 3. Got it? Because the graph has y equals 3x square. Okay, then negative 1. Here you have negative 1, but y value is multiplied by 3. Got it? Now you can look at the graph. This is the graph of y equals 3x square. Basically, the 3 is a factor, that is the vertical stretch, and it is a vertical stretch by a factor 3. Got it? The black graph is the original graph, and the stretched one is green. That is the graph for y equals 3x square. Got it? So vertical stretch means you have to multiply all the y values by a factor 3. Got it? Okay, we'll do the practice questions and it will be more clear. Let's just discuss the summary and the important points. When compared with the graph y equals x square, the graph of y equals ax square is a parabola that has been stretched or compressed vertically by a factor of a. So originally the graph of the parabola is y equals x square. Whenever you have a factor y equals ax square, a is some number that is multiplying to the graph. That means it is the stretch in parabola or either the vertical compress or the stretch in parabola. Got it? Vertical stretches are determined by a value a. If the value of a is greater than 1, that means it is stretched vertically. Got it? A is greater than 1, the graph is stretched vertically. When a is less than -1, that means the graph is stretched vertically and reflected across the x-axis, or negative values are always the parabola that opens downward. Got it? Positive a is always the parabola that opens upward, and negative a means the parabola opens the downward. Got it? Okay, vertical compressions are determined by the value a. When a is between 0 and 1, the graph is compressed vertically. When a is between -1 and 0, that means the graph is compressed vertically or reflected across the x-axis. Got it? If a greater than 0, the parabola open upward. If a is less than 0, the parabola opens downward. That these are the important points from the topic. Let's start with an example, then you'll be more clear. Got it? Okay, let's start with checking your understanding. Okay, make each graph with the correct match each graph with the correct equation. So you are given with the graphs, you have to compare the graph with the equation. The graph of y equals x square is in green in each diagram. Okay, the green one is the graph for the x square. Let's start with the very first equation, y equals 4x square. Okay, so first of all, here the value of a is 4. That means a is 4, the graph open upward. Got Leave the graphs that opens downward. The 2 opens downward and 3 open downward. That means 2 and 3 are not the solution, not a graph for a. Got it? Now just look at the 1 and 4. You have to see which of the graph is for equation number 1. Okay, the graph, factor is a. So just look at the graph 1 and graph 4, because 2, 3 are opens downward. So you eliminated 2, 3. Just look at the 1 and 4. Okay, the 1 is vertically stretched and also 4 is vertically stretched. But you have to look for the correct option. The correct option is the fourth one. Because it is the factor 4, the graph is open upwards and also it is narrower than y equals x square. This is the graph for the x square, and the one that opens with the factor 4 is the green one. So the green one, no, green one is for the x square. So the black one is for the 4x square. Got it? So the graph that opens, that is narrower than the that y equals x square is the graph for y equals 4x square. So fourth one is the graph for y equals 4x square. Got it? If you have any question, you can just write the answer in the you can write your question in the chat box. I'll answer all your questions. Okay, now just look at the B part. Y equals -3x square. -3 means a is less than 1. So it must be the graph that opens downward. You can see for option 2 and 3 now. Got it? Okay, so the parabola is stretched vertically and reflected across. x-axis because the value is negative. Got it? Okay, now we just need to look for 2 and 3. Okay, the value is -3. So the -3 means the graph is narrower. So it is the option number 3. 3 has the graph that is narrower. So it would be the option number 3. Got it? That means then a y is for equation number, then 2 is for option D, and 1 is for option number C. Got it? Okay, just move on to question number 2. The graph of y equals x square is transformed to y equals ax square. For each point on y equals x square, determine the coordinates of the transformed point for the indicated value of a. Okay, now you are given the points a equal 5 and 1 and 1. You have to find the value for which the graph is transformed. Got it? Okay, a is 1 1 and a equals 5. The point is question number 2 and a. The points are, I'm sorry, 1 1 and a equals 5. Okay, you are given a point 1 1 and a equals 5. So you have the y equals ax square. So a is 5 and x is 1. So 5 and 1 square is 5. That means the y is 5. Got it? The coordinates of the transformed points are now 1 and 5. Got it? This is the transformed point. Got it? Okay. Now the b is -2 4 when a equals -3. b is -2 4, -2 4 and -3. Okay, so y equals ax square. A is -3. This is a. A is -3 and x is -2. -2 square. So it would be 4 and 4 times 3 is -12. That means the transformed point is -2 and -12. Got it? Only the y factor is transformed. So it is -2 and -12. Got it? Okay, you can do C and D yourself. Okay, just start with question number 3. Okay, write the equation of two different quadratic relations that match each description. And the graph is narrower than the graph of y equals x square near its vertex. So you have to write two of the equations that matches with the that matches the each description. The one is the graph is narrower than the graph y equals x square. So here we can see for y equals 4x square, the fourth one is the graph, and that is narrower than the graph x square. So that means when the x is a positive value, the graph is narrower near its vertex. Got it? So you can write any of the example. You can say y equals 4x square it is, and you write two of the descriptions for it. It is either y equals 4x square or either y equals 2.1x square. Got it? So they are the narrower near the x-axis. Got it? Okay, then the b is the graph is wider than the graph of y equals -x square. Y equals near y equals -x square near its vertex. Okay, now you have to write the equation that is the graph that is wider than the graph of y equals -x square. Got it? That means the equation is the equation is compressed vertically. Got it? So it would be y equals -0.1x square. Got it? And y equals 0.5x square. The values that are less than 1 are the a is less than 1 means the graph is compressed vertically. Got it? Okay, for the c, The graph opens downward and is narrower than the graph of y equals 3x square near its vertex. Okay, the graph opens downward. That means a is a negative number. So you can write the graph of the y equals negative 4x square, and the negative number, that means the graph is wider but opens downward. Got it? Okay. So you are given a lot of practice questions. You can do the practice questions by yourself. Okay, let's do question number 5. Okay, question number 5, you have to describe the transformations that were applied to the graph y equals x squared to open each black graph. Obtain each black graph. Write the equation of the black graph. Okay, we have to write the equations of the black graph for each of them. Let's start with the A. So the new graph for the black one, you have to write the equation. The new graph, the black one opens upward and the vertex of the graph is 0 and 0. Got it? Okay. So the point 1, 1. Let's see if we have a point on the graph that is x is 1 and y is 1. This is the point 1, 1. For the green, this is the point 1 and 1. You need to look at the transformed. So it is transformed to 1 and 4. Got it? The graph for A is the point 1, 1 is transformed to question number 5A. Okay, the vertex is 0, 0. You have to look for the points. So the point 1, 1 is transformed to 1 and 4. That means the graph is stretched by the factor of 4. So the equation is y equals 4x squared. Got it? You have to look at the points and then you have to see if the graph is stretched by what factor. Got it? You can do the BCD by the same way. Okay, you have to do the practice questions by yourself. If you need more help with the practice questions, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from 5 to 9, Monday to Friday. Got it? Okay, let's just move on to the 5.2. The topic is exploring transformations of quadratic relations. Okay, so okay, let's just discuss the summary. The graph of y equals x minus h whole square is congruent to the graph of x square, but translated horizontally and vertically. That means whenever you have the equation y equals x minus h whole square plus k like this, that means the graph is translated horizontally and vertically. Got it? Okay. Translations can be described as shifts. Vertical shifts are up or down, and horizontal shifts and left or right. So whenever we have to describe the transformations, they can be described as shifts, and the shifts are vertically up. If they are vertical, that means they are up or down, and if they are horizontal, that means they are left or right. Got it? Okay, the value of h tells how far and in what direction the parabola is translated horizontally. If h is less than 0, the parabola is translated h units left. If h is greater than 0, the parabola is translated h units right. Now we are discussing actually this equation. Got it? If h is less than 0, that means the parabola is translated h units left. And if it is greater than 0, that means the parabola is translated h units right. Got it? So the vertex y equals x minus h is the point h0. So if x minus h is the vertex, actually h is the vertex here. The equation of the axis of symmetry is y equals x minus h whole square is x equals h. The value of k tells how far and what direction of parabola is translated vertically. So h, the value, k tells the what is the direction of parabola that is translated. If k is less than 0, the parabola is translated k units down. If k is greater than 0, the parabola is translated k units up. Got it? The vertex of y equals x square plus k is point 0 k. The equation of axis of symmetry is y equals x square plus k is x equals 0. The vertex of y equals x minus h whole square plus k is the point hk, and the axis of equation of axis of symmetry is y equals x minus h whole square plus k is x equals h. Got it? Let's do the practice questions, then you'll get all the points. Okay, let's start with the one. The following transformations are applied to a parabola with y equals x square. Determine the values of h and k and write the equations in the form y equals x minus h whole square and plus k. Okay, you are given with the transformations. You have to write the equation in the form y equals x minus h whole square plus k. Got it? Okay, let's start with the first one. The parabola moves 3 unit right. Okay, you have to write the equation in the form y equals x minus h whole square and plus k, and, and you are given the parabola moves 3 unit right. That means the parabola moves 3 unit right and 0 units up. 3 units right and 0 units up. Got it? That means h equals 3 and k equals 0. Got it? Just put the points in the equation. It would be x minus 3 whole square and plus 0. So the equation is y equals x minus 3 whole square. Got it? This is the equation that describes the transformation 3 unit right. Got it? Okay, the next one is the parabola moves 4 units down. Okay, now the parabola moves 4 units down. That means 0 units left and 4 units down. So in this case, h is 0 and k is -4 because it moved down. Got it? So the equation is y equals x minus 0 whole square and plus -4 square. Got it? So it would be, sorry, not square, just k, -4. It is not the square. So it would be then y equals x minus 4. X square minus 4. That is the equation of the parabola. Got it? The transformation is 4 unit down. Down means that is the value of k. For left and right, it is 3. And for down, it is 4. Got it? Okay, the next one is mm, the C is the parabola moves 3 unit left. Again, it's a left. That means it is the value of the h. Got it? How many unit left? 2 unit left. Okay, so left means it's a negative value. Got it? 2 units left. That means the value of k is now h is now -2 and k is 0. Just put the values in equation y equals x minus h whole square and plus k. So it would be x minus -2 whole square and plus 0. So it would be x plus 2 whole square. That is the equation of the parabola. Got it? Okay. Okay, now move on to question number 2. Match each equation with the correct graph. Now equations and graph, you have to match the graph with the equation. Got it? Okay, the first one is y equals x minus 2 whole square plus 3. That means a negative 2 means the graph is moved 2 unit right, and positive 3 means it is moved 3 unit up. Got it? The y equation y minus, let me write down the equation. The first one is y equals x minus 2 whole square plus 3. So negative, here you have, that means the graph you moved 2 unit right. Got it? And 3 is positive, that means 3 unit up. 2 unit right and 3 unit up. Now you just have to look the graph, which graph is 2 unit right and 3 unit up. Hmm, 2 unit right. Okay, that means that is the vertex is not the 0. So here the vertex is 2 unit right and 3 unit up. Got it? So basically option nahi, no, not the fifth one. Which is the correct option? Mm, 3 unit right. Yes, here is the 3 unit right. Y is 3 and 2 unit up. Yes, that is the option number 3 is the correct option for option. Graph 3 matches equation A. Got it? Because this is the graph that is 2 unit right and 3 unit up. Here is 2 unit right and 3 unit up. So that is equation graph number 3. Got it? Okay, the B is y equals x plus 2 whole square and minus 3. That means the graph is moved 2 unit left and 3 unit down. So 2 down, and that is this one. That because this graph is moved 2 unit left and 3 unit down. Got it? Fifth one is correct option. Fifth graph matches equation number B. Got it? Okay, you can do rest of them by yourself. Okay, let's move on to 5.3. Graphing quadratics in vertex form. Okay, the vertex form of the parabola quadratic is y equals a times minus h whole square plus k. This is the vertex form. Let me write it down. Y equals a times x minus h whole square and plus k. This is the equation in a vertex form. Got it? Okay, let's just discuss the summary of the y equals x minus h whole square plus k. This is the vertex form of the parabola. Okay. Okay. Compared with the graph y equals x square, the graph of y equals x minus h whole square plus k is a parabola that has been stretched or compressed vertically by a factor of a, truncated horizontally by h. The vertex of y equals ax minus h whole square plus k has the coordinates hk. Basically, the h and k is the vertex of the parabola in this equation. Got it? When sketching a graph y equals x minus h whole square plus k as a transformation of the graph y equals x square, follow the order of operations for the arithmetic operations to be performed on the coordinates of each point. Apply vertical stretch, compressions, and reflections, which involve multiplication, before transformation translation, which involves addition or subtraction. So basically, when you are applying all the transformations on the graph, you have to order the operations that we do for the arithmetic operations. Like always apply vertical and vertical stretch and operations first, because they involve multiplication, and then do translations, because translations are always addition and subtraction. Got it? So let's start with mm, okay, describe the transformations you would apply to the graph of y equals x square. In the order you would apply them to obtain the graph of each quadratic relation. Okay, the first one is y equals x square minus 3. The equation is y equals x square minus 3. Basically, in this case, the h value is 0. Got it? You can like compare like this. This is the value of k. K is negative 3. Got it? That means shift the graph down 3 units. K equals negative means you have to shift the graph 3 units down. Got it? That is the transformation you need to apply to the graph. Got it? Just match the equation with the general form, and then you can see what type of transformations are applied on the equation, on the graph. Got it? Okay, the b is y equals x plus 5 whole square. Y equals x plus 5 whole square. This is the value of h. That means it is the graph the graph is shifted 5 unit left, because here you have a positive value, but h is always negative. So here that means h is negative 5, and it is the shift graph 5 unit left. Got it? Okay. Okay, let's start with question number 4. Okay, what transformations would you apply to stretch the graph of x equals x square to create the graph of each relation? List the transformations in order you would apply them. Okay, we need to see what type of transformations we have to apply them. Equation number A is y equals negative x square plus 9. Y equals question number 4a, I think. Question number 4a. Question number 4a. Y equals negative x square plus 9. Okay, we need to see what types of transformations are applied on the graph. Got it? So here you have a is negative. If to write the equation in the form, it is negative 1 x square minus 0 whole square and plus 9. So basically this, you can compare a x minus h whole square and plus k. So a is negative 1. Negative 1 means the graph is reflected over the x-axis. Got it? So it would be reflect the graph over the x-axis. That is the transformation over x-axis. Okay, then you have the value k equals 9. That means shift the graph 9 unit up. Shift graph 9 unit up. That is the transformations applied on the equation. Got it? Okay, let's see what is the next equation. B is mm, y equals x minus 3 whole square. B is y equals x minus 3 whole square. This is the value of h. H equals 3 in the equation. That means the graph, shift the graph right 3 units. Shift the graph 3 units right. Got it? So these are the transformations applied on the graphs. Okay. Then you have to match the graphs and sketch the graphs. You can complete the topic by yourself. If you need more help with the topic, you can contact any tutor on Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Okay, the next one is quadratic models using vertex form. Okay, quadratic models using vertex form. Okay, if you know the coordinates of the vertex h and k and one other point on a parabola, you can determine the equation of the relation using y equals ax minus h whole square plus k. So that means if you know the vertex, that is h and k, and just one point, you can determine the equation. Got it? To determine the value of a, substitute the coordinates of a point on the graph into the general equation and solve for a. You can use any point from the graph. You have to substitute the coordinates in the graph on the graph in the general form, and you can find the values. Got it? If a point on the graph has coordinates x and y, then by substituting x and y in the equation, you can find the value. Let's do examples then. Okay, for the first one, you have to match the graph. Okay, let's do question number 2. The vertex of the quadratic relation is 4 and negative 12. Write an equation. Write an equation to describe all parabolas within this vertex. A parabola with a given vertex passes through point 13, 15. Write the equation of the relation for part B. State the transformation that must be applied to y. Okay, let's start with the vertex of quadratic. You are given vertex that is 4 and negative 12. Question number 2. Okay, the vertex is 4, negative 12. Question number 2. Okay, let's see what we have to do in the A part. Um, Write an equation, describe all the Okay, we have to write the equation that can describe the parabola with the vertex 4 and negative 12. So we know that the equation is y equals a x minus h whole square and plus k. So this is the value of h and this is the value of k. Just put them in the equation. Y equals a x minus 4 whole square and negative 12 because k. So this is the equation for all the parabolas. Got it? Okay, now let's do C. But B is a parabola with the given vertex passes through the point 13, 15. Determine the value of A for the parabola. Okay, now you're given with the point that is 13 and 15. You have to find the value of A. So just use the point for the B part, that is 13 and 15. Just put the value of xy in the equation and find the value of A. Got it? This is x, this is y. Use this equation. Y is 15 equals A 13 minus 4 whole square negative 12. I just substituted the values of x and y in this equation. Got it? It would be 15 equals a 13 minus 4 is 9 square and minus 12. It would be shift that negative 12 to this side. It would be 15 plus 12 and 9 square is 81. So 27 equals a times 81, and then a equals 27 over 81. So it would be 9 times 3. 27 times 1 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81. That means the value of equals 1 by 3. Got it? Okay, now in C, write the equation. Okay, for part B, we have to write the equation. Just write the equation, and equation is now y equals a is 1 by 3, x minus 4 whole square, and negative 12. Got it? Okay, for the D, what we have to do, uh, state the transformations that must be, okay, now we have to state the transformation that we applied in part C. Okay, uh, here you have 1 by 3, that it is the vertical compression. Got it? So apply a vertical compression, apply a vertical compression of factor 1 by 3 of 1 by 3. Then here is, this is the translation of 4 units right. Got it? So our translation of 4 unit right, and then this is the 12 unit right down. 12 translation of 4 unit right and 12 unit down. Got it? These are the transformations we applied on this equation. Got it? Okay, then write the equations of the parabola. You are given with the parabola, you have to write the equation of the parabola. And you have a lot of practice questions. You can do practice questions by yourself. Let's do one of the question number 6. Write the determine the equation of the quadratic relation in the form given the following information. Okay, you are given the vertex and a point. You have to find the equation. Got it? Question number 6. Let me write down the question on the board. Okay, vertex is negative 2 3. We are given with a vertex that is negative 2 and 3, and a point that is passes through point negative 4 1. Passes through, we have to write the equation of the parabola negative 4 and 1. Okay, so this is vertex is h and k. So the equation is y equals a x minus h whole square plus k. So h is negative 2, it is a x plus 2 whole square and plus 3. This is basically the equation. Got it? Now just use this point and find the equation. X is, this is x and this is y. Just substitute the point. Y is 1 equals a, x is negative 4 plus 2 whole square and plus 3. So it would be 1 equals a, negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2, and negative 2 square plus 3. Shift a 3 to the other side, it would be 1 minus 3. So a 2 square is 4. On negative 2 equals a times 4, divide the 4, it would be negative 2 over 4 equals a. So a equals negative 1 over 2. That means the equation of the parabola is y equals, just put the value a here, negative 1 over 2 x plus 2 whole square and plus 3. Got it? That would be the equation of the parabola. Got it? Okay, you can do rest of the questions exactly the same BCD like I did. Just put the point, just insert the vertex in the equation in this form, y equals ax minus h whole square plus k, and then use this point to find the value of a. Got it? Okay, let's do question number 7. Okay. Okay, you can do rest of the questions by yourself. They are exactly the same like I did on the board. So if you need more help with the topic, contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Great. So that's all for today. If you need more help, just um, you can just contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So that's all for today. Please make sure before the next session you have to do the practice questions. If you need more help with the topics, just go to Skype, contact any tutor, they will help you with the questions. Got it? That's all for today. If you find video helpful for you, please click on the like button. And that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.